Welcome to the feast, I unleash, I'm a motherfucking beast.
What is up, guys? TheBillsiff here. Today I'm going to do a little something different, kind of like top 5. It was different at the time. Top 5 isn't going to be around for a while. I'm kind of thinking of, I mean, I kind of want to do it like like I did before, like a weekly series. But right now I just don't have the ideas. I don't have the time right now. But it will be making a comeback soon. I'll try and get it out there every, let's say, Friday? Maybe Friday, maybe Saturday, a day later in the week, so I don't have to worry about getting it out Monday, which is a hard day to get it out for me. So that's just kind of a little update about top 5. But today I'm going to be doing a review, which is something I've never really done on this channel. I've done first impressions, but I've never done a review before. As of right now, there's only going to be 2 reviews that I'm doing. That's going to be another video, though. I'm only going to do 1 review today, and that's going to be Destiny. Destiny, the game made by Bungie, Xbox's beloved company that made Halos 1 through 3, I believe, and Combat Evolved. Oh, and Reach. I didn't play Xbox. I don't know all the Halo games. I'm sorry. But now they switched over, and now they're making a multi-plat game, which is great. And that's Destiny. So sorry, I have a kind of a cold today. But yeah, they made Destiny. I know this is a little late. It's a few months late. I apologize, but it took me a little while to kind of. I mean, this isn't really a complete review. This is not the first or the last. The 2 expansions haven't been out yet, and it doesn't give me a chance to kind of observe the whole game and make my final conclusions. So, I mean, today is just kind of going to be first impressions, even though I've been playing the game for a long time. It's going to be kind of an incomplete review of Destiny. So, to start out, story. That's where I'm going to start out with every review from now on. So be prepared. If you want to see story, I'll leave annotations, or not annotations, but links for the time of each part of the video. If it supports multiplayer, I will have that in there. But if it is strictly a story-based game, such as Uncharted or Last of Us, mainly single player. I can't think of a game right now that only has single player. Hold on, let me look at my shelf. Oh, Infamous. Infamous 1, Infamous 2, Infamous 3. I mean, if it's a game like Infamous, then I will strictly review the story for the whole video, the mechanics, stuff like that. But it'll go story, multiplayer, then kind of like the overall gameplay, I think. We'll see how it goes. This is a new thing. It's not scripted. None of my videos are actually scripted. But just a little pointed out there. If you think I'm a bad commentator, that's why. Ding. There it is. Okay. So to start out with the story. Was I left wanting more? I was. But you know, I knew straight from the alpha that it was not going to be like that. I didn't admit it because I didn't want to. But when the full game ran around, sorry, I'm gonna close my shades because too much dark, man. So yes, I was left wanting by the lack of story. But you know, the Grim War. That's the thing. I mean, they have the Grim War. That there's some extra story in there. But they didn't include story in the actual game. I mean, they tried. I knew what they were doing. They wanted to include kind of like co-op, multiplayer, stuff like that, at the expense of actual like cutscenes, story, stuff like that, like Halo. So, I mean, they were promising a great story, and this is going to go into the final 10 scale, but it's not really what I wanted in a game. Unfortunately. But you know, I'm a big story guy. I wanna have a good story that I can talk about, that I feel like a a person who matters in that world. But without a story, I don't feel like that. I mean, there were a few cutscenes, but nothing too major to make me feel like I actually mattered to this game world. I didn't feel like an individual character. I didn't feel like I was anything special. I didn't feel like a special guardian. I just felt like a carbon copy. So story, not so good. Multiplayer, however, is very good when you jump into the game. You jump into a strike, it's really fun. People know, usually people know what they're doing, which is good. Once you get into the later levels, people usually know what they're doing. If not, it's kind of it's hard to rely on your team if you're a player like me, when you don't necessarily like working with people, but you do it to get the good loot, which is what I'm doing in Destiny. Crucible, pretty fun again. If your team doesn't know what they're doing, it's kind of hard to play it. But overall, it's a joy to play. It's one of the most fun multiplayer modes I've ever played in my history of gaming, which is saying a lot. I think Crucible, Iron Banner is really fun. I like the kind of, I think they're changing it. Or it's coming out tomorrow. Oh, dang it. Dragon Age comes out tomorrow. Dang it. Why Destiny? But what I think is that as they balance the weapons and they pinpoint the not pinpoint, but more balance the weapons and balance each class's skills, I feel like Destiny will turn into this game that'll be great for Crucible. It'll be great for competitive multiplayer, and as they add DLC for story and strikes and stuff like that, it'll be a better experience for that also. But right now, I mostly play. I get on every week, do the Nightfall weekly, and then I do some Crucible, and then I leave. But since Iron Banner's coming out, that's mainly what I'm going to be doing. Unless I go to Best Buy tomorrow and I grab, I pay my extra $55 and buy Dragon Age Inquisition, then bye-bye Iron Banner. But I will be hitting level 30 if I try to get some of that gear, you know what I'm saying. So, kind of multiplayer, definitely better than the story. It has a strong focus on getting the gear that you like and the gear that you're good with. I guess that's the whole game. So if you're bad with hand cannons, you don't want to use a hand cannon in Crucible or PvE. It's not a good choice for you. It's not a good choice for your team. It's a good choice for your enemies, though, because they can definitely... See, I'm not good with hand cannons or scout rifles in PvP, but I'm pretty good with them in PvE. If I try to use a scout rifle or a hand cannon in PvP in Crucible, 9 out of 10 times I die, which is bad. That's why I stick to my auto rifles and what else? Yeah, mainly auto rifles is what I use, and pulse rifles. But yeah, multiplayer. They definitely pinpointed that down. I think they needed to focus on the single player experience. They promised an experience for everyone, but that's not what they gave us. And I'm going to go into overall gameplay. I think in terms of overall gameplay, I mean, it's great. Sorry, I was thinking there. But I think the overall gameplay is actually really solid. The gunplay's tight. It's really fun to just drop down on Old Russia, start shooting some Fallen. That's definitely one of the more fun things to do in that game. I mean, just shooting things is fun. I mean, if I went on to Call of Duty XO Survival and I just shot things, it's not as fun as shooting things in Destiny. I don't know why. It's just kind of addicting. I mean, nothing's more satisfying than getting a Cabal headshot or a Fallen headshot or a Vex stomach explosion, if you know what I mean. But it's really, really good fun just playing Destiny. I feel like the double jumping, the grenades. You know, I think the controller layout's pretty good. I know that's not a big thing, but it's definitely good. I thought I wouldn't like melee being the right bumper, but it worked out. Grenades, those are fun. Just overall customization of your skills and your I guess they'd be considered perks or abilities in that game. It's really fun. Like, hey, you can get this perk to increase your toughness, but it will take away from your speed, or vice versa, speed sacrificing toughness. I really like having those options. I mean, they're not as in-depth as some other games, but it's definitely fun to have those choices instead of picking a pre-built character and having their stats already picked out for you. In terms of gear, they said that customization was going to be everything, but after level 20, you get this thing called light level, and that is not fun at all, because you're like, hey, I got this really cool piece of gear and I really want to equip it, but hey, it has 2 light and my gear I have right now has 30. It's just kind of a bummer. I mean, you get this cool gear but you can't use it. It's worthless. And I feel like it'd be really cool if they had some more customization options, if they had more like gear to choose from. I really like the number of exotic weapons, exotic gear. It really gives you room to pick and choose, I think. Like, I have like 10 exotic weapons, I think. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But it's fun to get them. It's fun to try and strive for exotic bounties, or just hope you get an exotic weapon after your nightfall. But it's all good fun. The gameplay is really solid, really cool. It makes me feel like a badass, and that's one of the main reasons I play games. I mean, using a hand cannon and blowing Fallen's heads off, it makes me feel like an utter complete badass, and that is awesome. It's one of the reasons I play Destiny, because I love being kind of like a Han Solo hunter. I mean, it's all I can say, really. It's complete fun. So, in terms of story, kind of like a recap. In terms of story, it's a weak game. Multiplayer, it's strong. Gameplay, it's very strong. So, if you factor all those in together with my expectations and my hopes, with the overall gaming experience, I give it about an average score of 6.5 out of 10. Maybe even a 7.5. Kind of like the 6.5, 7.5 range, because overall it's still a good game, but it's just not what I was expecting it to be. You know, you can hope for something, but you don't always get it. So again, 6.5, 7.5 on the 10 scale. Well, that's it for this review, guys. If you enjoyed the video, if you want to see more reviews, be sure to let me know through a like or a comment. I know a lot of you guys are new to the channel. I think I've been seeing more comments. Hopefully, you guys keep commenting. I really love reading your guys' feedback, your compliments, even your like insults. I mean, that'd be awesome. I mean, if you guys said that I was bad at something, then I'd be like, yeah, I could improve on this. Any kind of feedback is appreciated here. Be sure to leave a comment below. Again, like the video. If you guys want to see more reviews kind of like this, if you want to see more gaming content, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It's free. It's free, believe me. No hidden fees by me or anyone else. Again, hope you guys enjoyed. Blah 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 blah. This has been TheBillsiff with FTS Up, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a wonderful day/night, and goodbye.